Welcome back everyone to Rick's Gadgets. As you can tell today we're in the kitchen, so got another kitchen gadget here. So what I wanted to show you was the this new injector that I got. It's called a BDI injector, and it's I saw it on Malcolm Reed's channel, How to Barbecue Right. A lot of great videos. I suggest you go over there and check it out. I've used a lot of his recipes. They're really good. But I saw him using this, and it's a product that he kind of endorsed and is selling. So picked one up, and it's basically a siphon injector. It comes with a needle, a thin needle. It's not real thick. You cannot, you got to use liquid marinades only. You can't put any coarse seasonings through it, so you have to strain it really well before you put it through. But it's got a nice long heavy real heavy tubing on it. I took the little zip tie off of this where it will go. I could take this plastic piece off, just stick it down in a bottle or a bowl, and it stays in there. That's the nice thing, it's so heavy it stays in there. It has a, like I said, the injector needle. It's just a quick turn and it comes right off. So you can take it off, clean it, and store it. It's got a little plastic tip cover on there so you don't stick yourself if you put it in the drawer. It unscrews for cleaning. Even this piece unscrews. I will say though, there's a little wiper felt thing in there. So when you take this off to clean it, make sure you don't mess that that little thing up. I'll take it off here and show you what it looks like. So there's this little felt piece here that goes around, and when you put it back on, you got to want to make sure you put it real easy and then just hold the handle in and then get it started and screw it in while you're keeping pressure on it. It has an adjustment to adjust the amount that you can squeeze into it. And all it does is it stops the handle. So really I just leave it on wide open, and when I'm injecting, if I only want a little bit, I just go a little ways. So if you want to go the whole thing, you can go the whole way. So another thing that was really hard is when you first get it, this piece here is kind of fused together, so you really have to squeeze and it will pop and break the connection there and allow you to do the squeeze. So that was one thing that was hard. But that's it as far as what there is. I mean, it's pretty simple, and let's go see how to use it now. Alright, so what I've done here is I've trimmed a little of the excess fat off the top, just because when I put the seasonings on, I like to have a little more bark. So I cut the fat off because usually you don't get as good bark with the fat on. So got it ready to go. I'm going to do the injection now. So what I'm going to do is I've got to prime it, and what I've got is my apple juice and some rub mixed together, and then I've strained it to remove any of the big particles, because you don't want big particles going through this. So what we're going to do is I'm going to take the end off here. Just put it in and start pumping until it primes up. And there it goes. Alright, and so now what we're going to do is just start the injection. And as you can see, it's really pumping that meat up. So what I've done here is I have taken the butt and I've put my rub on all sides, and what I'm going to do is I've got 2 layers of saran wrap laid down here on the counter, and what I'll do is I'll wrap it up and put it in the refrigerator and let it sit overnight. So that is it for preparing it, and in the morning I'll put it on the smoker, and hopefully it turns out good. So I've got the Traeger fired up. Got the dial set on 250, focus there, set to 260, fluctuates, goes in the hopper. Get the butt on the grill, and we get the eye grill. Just turned it on. I'll come back to you when it's finished. Would I recommend the BDI injector over a plain old syringe injector? It's a tough call. Small jobs, I would not recommend this. Cleaning wise, it just takes a lot longer time to clean because you got the hose, drying the hose out afterwards. Just took a little more time on the cleanup. Whereas this, screw it apart, run the water through it, hang it up, it'll dry. But I do love this. It made injecting so much nicer. Not having to fiddle with wet hands, trying to pull the syringe back out to reload it. Just give it a good squeeze. Any day I would take this over this. But like I said, small jobs, you can pass. But anything, 1-2 butts, you know, you're doing a brisket, highly recommend it. I appreciate you watching the video. Please subscribe and like my channel if you enjoy the content, and give me a comment below and tell me what your thoughts are. Have you used an injector? Is there a different one that you prefer, or are you just planning on sticking with a plain old syringe type injector? Well, appreciate it for Rick's Gadgets, and look forward to you coming back and checking out my future videos.